close to me, I could always see a house by the ocean.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talent Protocol's Community Call. It was a rough start, but we are here. My name is Dominica. I'm not Sarah. If you ask yourself, where is she? She's here. Today, yeah, she'll be more than happy to support our live chat. So don't forget to write in there big GMs, write in there how your week was, how it started, what are your plans, and also leave in there your questions. But yeah, for everyone who has never participated or has never been in a community call with us, welcome. We always have great vibes. And we use this time once a month to share with our community what we've been doing, what kind of challenges we met along the way, what our wins, losses, we build in public, and we keep mentioning it because it's very important for us to have a product that is accessible. And actually, you, the community, are a big part of our, let's say, team or core team because you always help us to navigate where what directions we should take, what we should improve, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much for being here. And without further ado, this is the agenda for today. We have quite some product updates. I'm very curious to read your comments in the live chat because we have some news in there. And then we have obviously community updates with PCBO. And there are a lot of cool news there. Believe me, we had a lot of contests. We had a rough drama story that actually has an ending now. So stay tuned for that. Then Talent House, obviously we have news there. We had an amazing cohort and more to plan. So also stay tuned for that. As I said, we build in public. That's why a very important part of our community call is the must deliver part. This is where we keep each other accountable. We give promises and then we tell you what we actually ended up achieving, what not, and why not. And of course, in the end, we have the Q&A session where you can tune in and ask us anything or give suggestions. We're always open for any kind of feedback. And of course, I know you love that part and we'll keep it rolling. It's the community call NFT. Stay on this live stream till the end to get access to the QR code. And now, as I said, product updates are super hot this month. So please let's welcome our amazing tech genius, Leal Francisco. Hi, how you doing?
Hello. Thank you, Luminita, for the warm welcome, as always, and for taking on the call.
Of course, we are beanie siblings today.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
but just in different colors. So yeah, tell us what's new about product.
All right, so let's get things started on the product side. And actually, on this community call, we're going to try something different. We're going to have two people staying on for these updates to see if we can have kind of a back and forth conversation to make the call a bit more lively and it doesn't feel like I'm just dumping a bunch of information on everyone. So yeah, excited for that. Let's see how it goes, right, Lumi? All right.
Go.
So for the first one, let's talk about roadmap. So it's April, which means that Q1 has finished and Q2 is getting started. And so we decided to take a look at our key two priorities and make some changes to what's coming up. And so what we have planned for the rest of Q2, which is a bit over 2.5 months right now, is around the new support models that we discussed during the last community call. Do you remember what those were? We'll be putting you on the spot.
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't. Can you share with everyone else?
Sure. So I'll be doing a demo in a bit, but just to recap, essentially we have three major ways for you to support talent within our platform, which is through the subscribe, through the sponsor, and through the staking. So the staking is the model that we already have, so we're not going to be focusing on that part so much. So we're going to focus on the other two and the core features that we have around those. So we'll start off by spending a sprint deeply focused on the subscribe model, how people engage and how they communicate with the career updates. And then we'll go over to the sponsor and work on those to see exactly how talent can better support each other through financial incentives, and then focus on the career goals, because that's the one thing that differentiates us from a lot of the other platforms where you can have your profile, which is we give this glimpse into the future and a way for people to support each other. And in the end, with all these changes, we feel it's time to take a look again at our profiles, how their interface is, and to just see how everything is going to fit together again and how we can make it simple and create more utility over it. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome, and I love how it's a constant work in progress. And actually, before you jump into it, we started working on it because of the feedback that we got during our community calls. So yeah, can't wait, can't wait.
Yeah, and actually these new support models was something that came up during Talent House Denver. So just goes to show the power of people being together and collaborating. So yeah, really exciting. All right, so moving on. One of the things that we did just release, it's the public design system. So this is something that we've been working on for a while. First, we started out with the design system so that we can have more bounties and a better look and feel on our app. We already have the very, very alpha version of this implemented. You can install it. It's available as an NPM package. And you can start using our design system. So take a look. We have a storybook. We have the whole documentation written on our Figma. So a huge shout out to our lovely designer PP, and also Gedge because he was the one pushing for us to make it happen. So a huge shout out to those two. All right. So now about the virtual wallet. So the virtual wallet is a huge update that we've been doing to our app. We've been working on it for a long time, and we are in the final stretch. So I don't have a live demo to give you yet. This is a very short sneak peek into how the wallet is going to look, because we'll be rebranding what's the current portfolio into this wallet. And for you to be able to use the TAL that you've been earning to support other people in the platform. Together with this update and during this work, we had to make some changes to our smart contract. If you were in the last community call, you can see the audit report for those there. But during this migration, we had some issues in Polygon. And so there is, we written up essentially the incident about what happened, but no funds were lost and everything is working as intended right now. And so that slowed us down a bit, but we're still on good pace to deliver it during the next few weeks. So that's going to be really, really exciting. Some shout outs to our community for essentially working and getting some bounties done. So since the last community call, we had 2 bounties delivered. one smaller one and one big one. So the global search, and I'm actually just going to jump into the app and show you. So the global search is something that was done. Let me see if I can find the right one. So the global search is something that was done by one of our contributors. Her name is Shirley, and she's been helping us for a while. And now on any page that you are able to essentially look people up. The other one that we tried, but this one, I think it's cool to share because we're actually not going to ship this one live, which is the social graph. So we did this experiment around how we could visualize essentially the different connections that people are creating. You can see here my profile on Town Protocol, but we feel like there is so much work that needs to be done for this to actually work that we decided to not ship it yet and think about it a bit more and see if we come up with some ideas. But if this feels interesting or exciting to you, do feel free to reach out, give feedback about how you think this social graph integration could work together with all the on-chain information that we have. All right. So later on, we'll also announce a few more bounties that we have coming up. So if you want to apply to those, please feel free. What's next? Oh yeah, the new support models that we were talking about. So for these new support models, I'm actually just going to give you a quick demo and a quick like inside note is that we actually released this on our PR number 1000, which is really, really exciting, which means that we've done a lot of changes over time to the Town Protocol app. And we reserve this PR. We are already at 1000 and something, but we reserve this PR for this change. We thought that it would be cool. So to give you a quick run through of that, so now we have something on our app called Career Circle. So when you go to your Career Circle, you can see people that have requested to subscribe to you. So right now I have a subscription pending from a very interesting person that you'll get to know a bit later in the call, so no spoilers yet. And I can just accept or not accept anyone into my career circle. So this means that all these people will be receiving my career updates. So now if I go on to my profile and I go to support, this is where I can see all the different support models that we have. So the first one, the career update, is the one that I just mentioned. I have the button disabled because I cannot support myself, but if I went to someone's profile, I'll be able to subscribe. The stake is what you already know around the Town tokens, and the sponsor is coming real soon. We're actually running some tests right now in our test environment for that. And then you can essentially see career updates and everyone that is supporting me. So I'm actually, I waited for the community call to actually send my first career update. So I'm actually going to just do that live right now. It's going to be a big one. I think the first one should be reserved for things like this. Wumi, have you made your first career update yet?
No, I was waiting as well. Wow, that's a very long one. No, but now that we have the demo and then you showed us yours, it's a green light for everyone to try.
Yeah. So career updates and this type of features or things, it's something that doesn't come naturally to me. So I'm actually going to show the process of how I got to this career update, because I think it can help anyone that's looking to stay in touch with those that are part of their journey and so on. So I actually did this using ChatGPT. So if I scroll all the way to the top, because we had a very deep conversation, the first thing that I did is I actually just went into my profile. I copied over everything that I have on my profile, so my past experience, my future goals around launching my project, around having some leadership coaching, my shift to product. So I gave all this background information to ChatGPT, and then I essentially told him the things that I've been working on. So I'm currently just keeping a list of everything that I do on a day-to-day basis, interesting things, and I asked ChatGPT to kind of sum them up for me. And so that's the career update that I just sent. So if you're interested in seeing that, feel free to subscribe to me, and I'll share with you my updates so that you can read what I've been up to for the past month. And so I'll make sure to put this as part of my routine into my everyday routine so that I can keep sending these awesome career updates. The other thing that I've been doing with ChatGPT is also improving and asking him about my career goals. So this is another key thing that we are thinking about is how can we use this type of AI assistants to make profiles more interesting? So I essentially asked him to give me some goals that he thought would fit my profile, both for town protocol and also non-town protocol related. So this was really cool. So yeah, if you think that this is interesting, we are really thinking about where does this AI side can fit into town protocol, and we think these career goals and career updates is a clear fit. So yeah, really excited to show this. So do reach out, let me know what you think about my career update, how I can tell ChatGPT to make it better for everyone. And back to the slides. All right, now that we're done with the support models, we have on-chain voting. So for this one, I'm actually going to ask Pedro to join me, as he was the one that had the initial idea to get the first on-chain vote to be about this multi-chain. So Pedro, where to next?
Hey, I don't know. Let's see what let's see what the voting says. So look, there's two things I want to share. So actually three things. First of all, I love the new support models. I just got Lial's update on my inbox, so I need some time to read. It's a long one. It's funny that he used GPT, because I did recently for a different aspect that I use. So I did my own retro for the past 3 months, and I had a conversation with GPT-4 to create a Twitter thread. So if you go on my profile, you can see kind of like a summarized version of the retro as a Twitter thread. So obviously GPT is not perfect, but can definitely help both on updates, defining our career goals, make them smart. I remember we did a long time ago career goals, how to make them smart meetup. Maybe we need to do another with GPT version. And so I just want to say that I love that. And regarding the on-chain voting and getting back on topic, so there's like a two-step thing. So first thing I want to say is go on Twitter, suggest change that we can progress to next. So we are live on Cello. Cello has been a massive partner of Talent Protocol since I can remember, and we went on Polygon. Okay, both of them have things in common. One of them being EVM compatible. We have a few restrictions for which chain to go to next, but just check out the Twitter link, which will be shared on the YouTube chat, and just fire away. Any suggestion is valid. Take into consideration our limitations. The second step to this, you may be asking yourself, is to actually do this on chain. So based on the replies on Twitter, we'll pick like top 3 chains, and then we'll vote on chain. So we'll do this on Snapshot, and because we haven't launched TAL yet, we need to use the second best thing. So we're going to use the talent mate. So if you don't have your talent mate, you should go and mint yours. It's free. to mint. Well, you need to pay gas fees, but they're very small on Polygon. And just meet your talentmate, have fun designing it. It's a really cool experience. And then you get to vote as well and pick which chain we're going to we're going to invest and to integrate with next. So I think that's it. Did I forget anything?
No,
I,
not. I don't think so. Or sorry.
no, I was saying
Go ahead.
that I think that adding a new chain is always something exciting because it means that we get to tap into a new community, a whole new set of users. And yeah, so really excited to see where this leads.
Yeah, if you have any problems with the minting, just add over to our Discord and drop a note on the support channels there, or send a message to our support channel on the site, and we'll help you out. But over I think 600, 700 people have minted theirs, so it's working. I have mine, so at least mine worked out.
Yeah, I love our NFTs, and I like that they are very, very customizable, and you can make it as unique as you are. And before we jump into the community updates, I really want to take this moment and celebrate once again our new support model. I think it's wild how it rolls up and how it's improving and improving. And then yeah, the fact that we integrate very sneakily AI in it. It's always good, to not fight against new things, but to see how you can use it for your own benefit. Right after this community call, I'll be honest, I'll go and read the career update of Francisco. By the way, yeah, quick question. Will you update it on a weekly basis, monthly basis, daily? How will you pursue it?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing it monthly. I feel like that's the ideal pace for myself. But if someone that's reading my updates wants to receive them more recurrently, they can let me know, and yeah, we'll see if there's a demand for it.
What about you, Pedro? Will you update your career goals, your career on Talent Protocol right after this call?
I'll definitely because now we have this changes and there's new things coming up as well. So this is just the beginning. I will be sharing more. Just this week I shared 2 things, or this and last week I shared 2 things with my supporters. I will be sharing more, and I will also be using more GPT-4 to support my career progression. So in terms of my own personal career goals, like I have them kind of established until 2020, which year are we, 2023, so 2026, 27. So I have like 4 or 5 years career goal span. It's not very common. Most people have like 6 months to 2 years. I guess I'm a long-term thinker, but I'll definitely be updating more and using more the platform. This is what we want, and it goes back to our mission about supporting the next generation of talent and help them achieving success and fulfillment. A lot of this is about sharing and people engaging each other. And I think these new support models allow that. There's a financial component, especially on the staking and sponsorship models. But I think the backbone is engagement between talent, and I think we're getting there. So I'm very happy about these changes. I'm gonna use it more and more. So
Yeah, let us know in the live chat how you will use our new support model. How often will you write your career goals? And speaking about new things, what is new with in the community side of Talent Protocol?
Yeah, so I think the first one, it's gonna be still me, together with Pedro. But so during the product updates, I shared some of the updates that we actually got from our community, and so we're keeping that up. with two new bounties. So the first one is a very simple one. It's create a profile like this. So as you know, we do have public profiles. So anyone, even if they don't have an account, they can see, they can essentially see their profiles. And so we want to create a simple call to action for people to create a profile like this. And so there's a bounty out there for that. And the other one is actually a follow-up to a build day that we have. So a build day, for those that don't know, is essentially a day that's focused on just building initiatives that are interesting for Talent Protocol, but aren't part of our roadmap. And this is something that we actually opened up to the community, and we had some interesting solutions coming from there, which we will present a bit later. And so this community with award is essentially us rethinking how the earn page works, how the invites work, and so on. So we have some really cool stuff over there. Head over to our D work if you think that you have the skills and you want to actually work on it. And so that's it for now. We do have like a few more ideas. So until the next community call, we might actually be releasing some more bounties. So keep a lookout on our Telegram and our Discord to receive updates for those.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much for that. And yeah, since we're talking about people engaging more in the Talent Protocol ecosystem, I'll hand over to a new face to the community call, but someone that is helping and supporting us for over a year, for a while already. Danila, welcome to community call. And tell us more about the ambassadors program.
Yep. Thank you so much, Lumi. Hey, mates. I'm Rudnevsky, Talent Protocol Community Manager, and it's my first time being as a speaker at Community Call, and I'm really happy to share some ambassadors announcement. Over the past month, we received more than 700 applications to join our ambassador program, cohort number 2. And today we are excited to announce our new ambassadors. Here they are. Dan is nearby, Genesis Degen, Totoro 11, WH Tifigo, Blondie Chain, Anastasia, and Christina. Welcome aboard. We are super excited to have all of you here, and special thanks for everyone who applied. Although the cohort number 2 is formed, but application form is still opened, and we are still tracking the new applications. So feel free to contribute and apply. That's it from my side. I give the floor back to Pedro or Lumi.
Yeah, wow, congratulations once again. And 700 applications is an enormous number. Thank you very, very much to everyone who showed interest. And I want to show or pinpoint that 3 of the ambassadors already minted their talent mate. So follow their example and mint yours. But yeah, congratulations once again. If you are live on this community call, leave a comment or leave any kind of sign in the live chat so that everyone knows whom to address to. And yeah, congratulations. Now let's move to a part of our story that is, it's a little bit of, because I'm in Brazil right now, it seems a little like a Brazilian drama, but I think we reached the end of the season in this sense, or the last episode. Please, Pedro, share with us the updates on this side.
Yeah, it's like a Brazilian novella, right? So so yeah, thankfully it ended up just fine. We did get Twitter jail for 40 days, so we were locked out of Twitter. We tried to use it in the best way possible. We used that as a way to launch our Talent House Twitter account, to promote our Lancer account as well, and to learn more about decentralized social. I had a very good conversation with Juanpi on Twitter Spaces about it, so I don't want to go into super detail, but it was an extremely stressful moment. I mean, Twitter is like, if not the main, one of the most important communication channels to our community, and getting locked out for a very, very silly reason is just crazy. So we didn't do anything wrong other than changing our birth date to our anniversary date, which is the 1st of May of 2021. We're actually coming to our second anniversary really soon. And yeah, that locked us out of Twitter for 40 days, but we are free now. And we actually did a meme competition when we were still in jail, which is the next slide, and we basically we just want to celebrate that. We want to celebrate those memes, and just congratulate. Not sure if we can change the slide, please. Yeah, to the one before. Yes, that's the one. So Aya, I'm butchering people's names, but where is my username? Aya's, she was the winner. She did that cool meme with me, because I was, forgot to say, I was the one changing the date of birth. And then Dan is near, which is one of our ambassadors. Also, Three, very cool, also promoting Lance protocol, so awesome. And Criterium on third place, with the obvious military guy, not saving anyone, not saving the baby. So yeah, congrats to the three winners. Cool memes overall. We'll probably do more memeology moving forward with other things. And since we are into congratulations, let's also congratulate the builders, the build day winners, which is the number one. So the winner is Dataphobic. So congrats. And our prototype was around generative AI implementations for user engagement. As you can see, we're going to be working on the application level. We're going to be working more and more with AI, because it just makes sense. It just supports us so much better in terms of understanding our goals, how to communicate, all of that. So Dataphobic went in that direction. Dan is near at a different prototype on messaging. It took the second place. So anyway, congrats to both. There will be a build day, another build day coming soon. So just follow us on Twitter, on Discord. We'll be announcing it very soon. And there will be more opportunities, not only to make some cash and get those stealth tokens, but also to build some cool, and just put your ideas out there and to good use. So that's pretty much it. Anything I forgot on this one?
No, but I want to say that there are Talent House, two Talent House alumni that won both the meme contest, in the meme contest and in the build day. So, which brings me a lot of joy, but at the same time shows how much entering the Talent Protocol ecosystem one way or another doesn't mean you just participate in a bounty and you leave, or you participate in Talent House, you leave. Yeah, you enter this world that you can, play around with and participate in different bounties and different contests. So yeah, that's awesome, and congratulations once again to everyone who participated and won.
Yeah, and this is just a quick throwback to our first ever meetup in Porto at the Mindero offices. Man, I cannot speak more highly of Mindera. They took care of everything logistics wise. I mean, we just promoted and took care of the content. Fred, he did like an amazing workshop on intro to smart contracts. And then we talked about Web3 careers with Francisco, and then at the end, ZK rollups, and also the CEO of Mindera decided to show up, and we had a really nice, almost like a crypto anonymous conversation. And then obviously the normal food and drinks, the typical thing, and the team picture in there. Not all the team members were there, of course, but part of the team. Yeah, so always nice to show up in real life and doing real life things.
Were you sitting in the circle? Because you're mentioning being in the Web3 Anonymous. Were you sitting in a circle and being, "Hi, my name is Pedro, and
Yeah.
I'm 3 years in Web3," or something like that?
Almost like that. Yeah. How much money have you lost? And
Oh,
yeah, no. It wasn't at all crypto. Was Web3, and also talking about ZK roll up, ZK proofs, and also about community building. So we kind of covered a lot of topics, but it wasn't interesting. And we didn't plan for it; it just happened. So it was very interesting to have that sharing moment over there. And yeah, the next slide. I mean, we like to do things in real life, but we also like to do it online. Twitter Spaces again. So we, together with a few other players in the Celo ecosystem, we submitted a proposal to create the Celo Europe DAO, and we're going to be discussing it. The proposal, there's been some ideas, so we're just going to go back and forth and try to optimize the proposal so it gets voted, and we have some cash to promote the Celo ecosystem. Obviously, you cannot really have an ecosystem without talent. Voila, you have talent protocol, and that's where we came in and support that. So I guess that's what I have to say, or what we have to say about community updates.
awesome. I like how you said that talent is just this missing piece, like piece of puzzle piece in it all. So yeah, tune in tomorrow and listen to the Twitter space. And now, yeah, speaking about community, a big part of Talent Protocol community is Talent House. And I was mentioning that some of our alumni are in the Talent Protocol ecosystem already. But let's talk about the newest updates on this sense, in this sense. First of all, Talent House Rio. I mean, I cannot even put everything in words.
Speechless.
Yes, I am speechless. These pictures are just a little glimpse into how it was. Talent House Rio, for those that don't know, happened a few weeks ago, and it was during two big events in Rio de Janeiro, which was Ethereum Brazil and if Samba. We had 10 amazing scholars from all over Latin America, actually almost all countries in Latin America, and it was awesome. If you go, as you can see on the picture on the left, we had I don't want to discriminate, but I think so far the most beautiful hackathon location. It looked like you're on a vacation while hacking, looking over Rio. Amazing people. Shout out to each one of them. And then on the right, you can see two pictures that are also very important and dear to my heart, because those are pictures with our alumni. So on the right, bottom right, there is Daniel. He was our scholar for Town House in Lisbon. He was working on his Web3 dev community. While he was in Lisbon, the community already started. There were a lot of plans about that. But because he was in Lisbon with Town House, at one of the side events, they met a big investor that financially helped them build the community even, or grow the community even bigger. And in Rio, they had their very first big side event, which is absolutely awesome. Seeing the scholars growing so much is absolutely insane. And then on the right here, you can see Rafael, who was our scholar in Denver, Town House Denver. And it was so great because he was wearing a Townhouse Denver sweater in Rio, which was a little bit confusing at the beginning. But then it's incredible to see that people not only again participate in a cohort and leave, they actually feel like they're part of this community. And it was great seeing him talking to other scholars about his experience and exchanging contact. Now,
Yeah,
Townhouse
I
Rio. Sorry,
just want
please go
to
ahead.
add two things about first of all, it's amazing. I think you can feel it. We're gonna have a video, so you'll even understand the vibes deeper at the deeper level. With Daniel, definitely we should do some sort of Twitter spaces with him, talk about Web3 dev or something like that. Another alumni of Townhouse, and share what you're doing, the project, because it's all about supporting talent. I think the Townhouse is the purest form of supporting raw talent, giving them that opportunity. And we couldn't do that if we didn't have our sponsors. And our main sponsor is Protocol Labs, and they sponsor both the Denver Townhouse and the Rio Townhouse, and going to be sponsoring the next 8 townhouses. We also have Cello sponsoring some townhouses. If the salary of the proposal goes through, we can add a couple more to those from the Cell Foundation side. And I just want to say, like, it's really cool to see the vibes. I've been told by someone that apparently is becoming a trend that people are tattooing their townhouse logo. I don't want to promote this trend or anything. I'm just stating facts. I've seen the picture. I've asked if it was real. I've been told it is damn real. So I'm just communicating that this trend is a thing now.
Yes, it is a thing. It's it's Townhouse for life kind of thing. And speaking about Cello, a little point to that. In Premiere, Philippe, our co-founder CMO, helped judge the hackathon projects together with the Cello team. So it was an amazing experience. And speaking of videos that you mentioned, yes, we'll have a video very soon. And up until then, there is an entire playlist with Townhouse videos here on our YouTube channel. So go ahead. Our Denver videos are already there. They are also very awesome. So go ahead and check them out. But let's move into the future of Townhouse. And as I mentioned during the last community call, the next Townhouse is the one in Lisbon. It will be during June 5th, between June 5th and 10th. The application for this specific Townhouse closes on April 23rd. And as I mentioned, because you have time, there will be no extensions, I promise, and I keep my words. So if you want to be part of Townhouse, go and apply right now. You can have us in the background and apply a Townhouse right now or right after this call. But 10 places that we need to fill in, and you can be one of those 10 people. But also in Lisbon, we want to have a little bit of more local support. And although the majority of Town Protocols team is in Portugal or Portuguese, we want to integrate people more into the Townhouse experience. So if you're local in Lisbon and you have some cool tips or you want to help us with specific tasks, we will drop a type form in the live chat that you can subscribe to, leave your name, how you want to help, and we will definitely reach out. And let's build this together. It's we build in public and we build together. So definitely do that. And then during Lisbon, or in Lisbon, there will be another very important thing happening that I will ask Pedro to mention once again.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned this in the previous community call, so you can always recapture that. So there's been a slight rescope of what we were doing. So previously we were doing an hackathon. We decided to go bigger and do a Builders Week. So it's going to be the whole week from the 5th to the 9th of June. These will include a lot of events. There's going to be like 10 workshops, for after hours, mentoring, co-working spaces. There's going to be a competition, which is almost like an async hackathon. You do know we like to work asynchronously. And there's going to be a finalissima at the 9th of June, which is to decide who wins, who has the best prototype. So this is almost like a build day, but bigger and more engaging and more, more interesting. So we're expecting over 300 builders. And I mean, Lisbon ecosystem in Web3 is just booming for a long time, and there's no stopping it. So this is also be a part of that. You can apply that on, you can apply to build during that week on buildersweek.com. So looking forward to see those prototypes, looking forward to meet a lot of people, including Talent House scholars, Talent House alumni, Talent House, the local hosts, and obviously Talent Protocol team too. So really looking forward to this week. It's going to be really amazing. I don't want to put like the it up there, like just say, oh, it's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome, but like I try to be as humble as possible, even though most of the times I'm not. But anyway, there's your Builders Week. Yeah, just apply to be part of it.
I think we can, what we can say for sure, we will make this week awesome. This is how we can be positive and yet responsible for that. And then after Lisbon, we have an announcement. We are going back to Paris. We loved it last year so much that we couldn't not take this opportunity to go back to Paris. There will be a Town House France or Town House Paris edition. It will be between July 15th and July 21st. There is a picture from last year with our scholars and the Eiffel Tower. So if you want a similar picture, the applications are not open. But if you want to know when the applications are open, go follow us on Twitter. As you know, there is the Town Protocol Twitter account, but then there is also the more niche down Town House of 3 Twitter account that you should go and follow, because all the updates will be there. And I highly recommend you to do this, because last year the applications for Town House Paris went wild. We had over 450 applications for 15 places. This year we'll have 10 spots. So you should apply as quickly as possible. And for that, you need to know when the applications are open. And for that, you need to go and follow us on Twitter. And now, as I was saying at the beginning, we are very responsible for, or we like taking responsibility for what we're doing. And we like sharing about everything that goes well or not so well, what can be improved. And this is a very important part that I want to ask Pedro and Francisco to step to the stage and talk about.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go straight into the delivered since the last community call. So, I mean, overall was 50-50, I would say. We run into some troubles with the virtual wallet. Lial already mentioned some stuff about it with the smart contract upgrades and migration. That's why we stopped the Polygon staking and token launching for a little bit there, for like a couple of weeks. That kind of delayed everything else. So team pages, which is going to be fundamental for our growth. When I say team pages, can be community pages, can be a company or DAO or other types of organization pages where we have your talent team. So we can do a demo maybe in the next community call, hopefully live demo. That also delayed the homepage. Gads is working his ass off to deliver this one. So by the next community call, it's a green. And the good thing is that we delivered new things that we weren't expecting. So the new support models. I just want to give a props to Morgan W. He's been a community member, OG, for a while, and he was part of the trigger to get us moving faster in this direction. So just want to give him props for that. And we also, as first you mentioned, we published the design system. Yeah, give us a star on GitHub, by the way, on all those things. So it's always, I mean, it's always relevant to have those stars, being an open source project and all, right?
Yeah, I think it's also cool that you can't even see who started your project. So it's just like it's internet points in a way. But yes, I think that overall we ended up introducing some new things into what we were planning to do. And these new support models, we just felt that it was really important and moved resources around to be able to get it before this community call, so that we can start collecting feedback into what the core mission and value is. So yeah, and this also means that for the next, until the next community call, that we'll be focusing on wrapping these things up while we collect feedback around the support models, so that the roadmap that I showed everyone in the beginning goes even better, and all the improvements that we do really hit the nail on the head. So yeah, really excited for what we delivered and what's coming up.
Also, that's the next slide, just to wrap it up. So it's almost going to be like, I don't know what to say, it's going to be a cleanup month, but we just like the virtual wallet is such a big block. It's such a huge thing that it will, will take some time. Not only the deployment, but also and testing and all that, but also communicating it. So we need to go all the way back to the private investors, early contributors, everyone who bought or earned or both TAL, like they are eligible to just start using their virtual TAL, be part of this new TAL economy, even though it's private. This is going to help us tons to understand what a TAL economy could look like, and these will help us better prepare for the token launch. The other two, the homepage and the team pages, I don't want to go deeper into that. Not sure if you want to say something, Lumi or Liel, about these two, but I think we just gotta ship it,
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. By the way, what's up with I think it's a lot of Iran, people from Iran coming through. That's news, right? We usually have a lot of people from Ukraine, from Russian speaking countries. LATAM is big, especially after Rio and Colombia and Mexico. I mean, Mexico is North America, but yeah, LATAM plus. And what's up with Iran? It's cool to see. There's a big player in Portugal called Taremi. He's an Iranian player. He scores a lot of goals, so it's good to see more Iranian people in here. Awesome.
Yeah, maybe it's a sign that we need to have a town hall there as well, or more ambassadors in Iran. But yeah, that's I'm always happy and looking forward for next month to see how we score on that Muzz deliver. And moving forward to the community agenda, as we mentioned before, there will be a very interesting Twitter space about the Cello Year of DAO. Make sure to tune in, and I'm sure you'll have the chance to ask your questions there as well about this specific topic. This week there'll be the first Talon brunch that is not coupled to a townhouse, which will be at Poolside Hub in Lisbon. It is sold out. But if you really want to go, maybe if you DM us on Twitter or send a message to some important people and the Talon Protocol core team, maybe we can do something about that. And then, as I mentioned before, very important date for Townhouse has been the applications were closed on the April 23rd. May 1st, the reason for a lot of drama, but yet reason to celebrate is our anniversary. We will turn 2. And actually, we as a core team are thinking how to celebrate it, but we will definitely appreciate your contribution. So if you have any ideas how we can celebrate it best, let us know either on Discord or on the live chat. As many ideas, just brainstorm, let it be wild, go wild. Let's have this party going. And then, as we also mentioned before, there will be already in June the Builders Week and Townhouse Lisbon. Also to mention that we don't forget we have a podcast, the Hidden Talent podcast, that we still upload. So definitely check out. There is an entire playlist on our YouTube channel with that. Now, the live chat was very, very active this time. There were a couple of very interesting questions that I would like to pass to some of the team members. And the first one, speaking about language. We're talking so much about Latin America, and we noticed that there is the vibes there are great. There are many young people there that want to know more about Web3. Yet Talent Protocol, although we have, it's fair to say we have ambassadors that speak different languages, the main language of Talent Protocol so far was English. Will we have a Spanish version at some point? And if yes, when?
Yeah, I think like multi-language is always a question. We're still on pre-product market fit, so I think that would be nice to have for the time being. We are making a lot of tests with LATAM. We feel that there's like a big community fit with this region. So potentially will be the first language to go up on the platform. Now, I just want to mention one thing is like, first of all, we're focusing on building the protocol, like protocol, the API. It's gonna always most likely gonna be English, all right? When it comes to an app, we are building an app, all right? It's almost like it's almost like a showcase app for what you can do with the protocol. But in the future, like there's gonna be other apps, other activities going to be built on top of the protocol, and that's not our ownership. So those can be in Spanish, those can be in Iranian, those can be in Chinese, Russian, whatever. It really doesn't it will not belong to us. So when that question appears, I'm thinking about our app, okay, or our DApp. But that's not our purpose. Like the way we're building Talent Protocol, and Builders Week is going to be a big part of that evolution, is to, you know, allow the community to build prototypes, to build apps, to build on top of the protocol of this belief economy, to use staking, to use sponsoring, like use our smart contracts, use our API, also have access to a pool of talent that we have been accumulating. So that's what we want to build. I think a big if we had to draw a parallel to Talent Protocol, like something similar would be Lens Protocol. But Lens, I mean, first of all, they didn't have a showcase app. And second of all, they have a lot of money from Javi. So, and third of all, they don't have a token approach. So we're similar in the protocol approach, but we're very different in how we're building it. Okay. Now, if we had 20 million behind like supporting us, you know, like that would change things eventually. We'll probably focus less on the app, focus more on the protocol. But I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing with the community the vision for this. So people from LATAM, feel free to build apps in Spanish first. Yeah, why not Spanish or Portuguese, Brazilian? And yeah, I mean, that's totally fine. I mean, we have nothing to say about that. As for our own app, we're still working on a lot of things. When the time comes, probably Spanish will be the first one.
Awesome. And as I mentioned, we try to have ambassadors speaking in as many languages as possible. So if you have any questions and you feel like asking them in Spanish would be the easiest way around it, reach out on Discord to one of our Spanish-speaking ambassadors, and they will help you out. Speaking about ambassadors, either you, Pedro, or Daniela, can answer a very burning question. Although the cohort is over, how can people still apply to become an ambassador?
I think we can share the links where people can have an access to the program overview and also the application form. So there's a type form where people can apply, and Daniela is on top of that always. So we do different cohorts. Now, it's a good opportunity for, not saying that a person from previous cohorts cannot be on new ones. They can, and that's valued, but we also want to give different opportunity to different people from different regions, also to learn from them and their community. So that's always open. As you said, 700 applications, extreme, cutting that down to 7. Great job, Daniela. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like you, but to those people that you had to reject, you can apply to the next cohort. Don't give up.
Awesome. There are so many questions. I think we have time for 2 more. Otherwise, we will stretch this community call for hours. I'll answer the next one because there's a townhouse. There's been an Builders Week, as you can see, happening at the same time. The question is if one has to, as a townhouse scholar, has to participate at the Builders Week, and the answer is yes. It's not a coincidence that these 2 events are happening at the same time. And at the same time, when I say yes, I don't want, it's not it's mandatory, but I think Builders Week is so cool that you shouldn't feel like you need to. You will want to participate. I guarantee you that you will want to participate in it. And yeah, the last question, and then we can keep the conversation going on Discord. I guess, Pedro, you're the best one to answer that. About listing, when will that happen? Any news updates on that side?
Yeah. So basically we long term we're planning to go public with TEL on our 3rd anniversary. All right, we think that's enough time to get the community into the right engagement levels, to the protocol and the app, well, our app, into the right usage levels with active users, transactions, onboarded users as well. So I invite everyone in this call to create their profiles and help us get there. More than help us, help yourself by creating your career circles. And well, essentially, that's kind of the date. Is not set in stone because you never know. Like I've seen other tokens, other protocols or apps who were launching their token, and yeah, guess what? Previous day, Luna crash happens and they had to delay it. So, which is not what happened to us, but almost what happened to us. And so yeah, that's kind of the plan. Until then, let's keep building, keep iterating. It's not set in stone, but it is a plan. All right. So, and we want to execute the plan. How, like the details for the token launch, as I said during this call, we're doing our first ever on-chain voting. All right. And we will do again another on-chain voting. And in order to participate in these, you need to have your talent mate. You need to meet your talent mate. We'll do this at some point during season 4 to kind of propose what the token launch will look like and get it approved by the community or rejected. So just throwing the discussion with the community, involving more people, us as the core contributors. We are leading this community, this product forward, but it shouldn't depend on us. So we're trying to decentralize our work as much as possible to the community. So that's kind of like what I can say, but I can promise it wouldn't be cool of me to do that.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much. As I said, many questions. So let's move to the Discord or Twitter and keep the conversation going there. Obviously, as promised at the beginning, everyone who attended this community call can go ahead and min their community call attendance NFT. There is the QR code. Also, we'll drop the link to it in the live chat. It is only available for the first 50 people that will mint it. So go ahead and do it right now. Also, as you could see with every speaker, today we were wearing our amazing talent merch. So if you want to join the club, if you want to slay this outfit during the next community call as well, go to our online shop and order. I can say from our talent house in real life experiences that every time we make a merch drop there, people absolutely love the t-shirts. The two highlights are the Mom, I Swear My Job is Real t-shirt and Meet Me on Chain t-shirts. Same as the 80s, the cool vintage print as well. So why not join the team, slay cool merch, and mint the cool NFT. Up until then, thank you very, very much for tuning in. We will see each other either at the town brunch, at town house, at the Builders Week, or during our community call next month. Thank you very much, and see ya. Bye bye.